Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum have become huge topics on the news these days. This is primarily because new second and third generation cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Aeon are giving developers the ability to actually deploy code onto the blockchain itself. The code that is written is known as a smart contract. You can even code actual apps on the blockchain. These are called decentralized applications, or dApps. I recently coded a Dapp myself, a property ownership application. This Dapp would keep track of who owns what properties, allow quick transfers of properties, make allotment of properties easier, and avoid the double spending problem. To create this Dapp, I used Remix, a website that allows you to deploy code to an Ethereum blockchain of your choosing, be it the main network, a testnet, or a private blockchain. I'll run Ganache Cli, which allows me to set up my own private blockchain network and gives me 10 accounts with 100 fake Ether on them. Now I'll go to Remix. Remix lets me deploy my code onto my private blockchain, so I'll set the environment to my Web3 provider, Ganache. I'm now logging into MetaMask, a browser extension for transactions, with the first account with fake Ether. I can now deploy this Dapp onto my private blockchain, and as you can see, this account is the DA, Development Authority. I've coded this Dapp such that if I used another account, I couldn't allot properties to other accounts. Let's try allotting a property. As you can see, this property has now been given to my second account. It's called Mansion, and the property has been allotted successfully. I can even use this function to check how many properties my other account has. I can also log into my second account, as is the owner of Mansion, and transfer the property to my third account. So this works. Now if I test the double spending problem and try sending Mansion to my fourth account, it does not work. There's a lot of code here, so I'll explain the most important parts. This would be the two functions transfer property and allot property. We see that allot property takes two arguments, an address, the new owner of the property, and a string, the name of the new property. The function first goes to two mappings created earlier. It goes to individual count of property per owner, and adds 1 to the count associated with the address entered as an argument, and it goes to property's owner, creates a property using the struct property with the two arguments entered, the address and property name, and adds the struct to property's owner along with the address. The function then adds 1 to the uint total num of property. Finally, the function uses emit to basically send a message to the Ethereum virtual machine, or EVM. This emitted event basically notifies the EVM that this function has done something. The EVM is what makes smart contracts and dApps work, so this event is necessary, and we can see that the details emitted are the owner's address, the number of properties this address has, the property's name, and the string property allotted successfully. This information was also seen in the demo earlier, as Remix displays transaction details, including what happens when a function is activated. Now, the last really important function, transfer property. This function takes two arguments, the address that the property is being sent to, and the property's name. The function returns a bool, true or false, and a uint. First, a uint is created, called checkOwner. This uint is the result of a function created earlier that would solve the double spending problem and check how many properties an address had. Next, a bool, flag, is created. After that comes an if statement. This if statement basically reads, if checkOwner does not equal 99,999, and the property that is being transferred has not already been sold, transfer the property. Then, in the mapping property's owner, make the address you are selling the property to the new owner. Make flag true. Finally, emit the event property transferred to the EVM, which should send the address selling the property, the address getting the property, and the message owner has been changed to the EVM. However, if the if statement registers as false, make flag false and emit the same message to the EVM as before, but change the string to owner does not own the property. Ethereum is a really cool blockchain that enables developers to create dApps that can actually solve some really huge problems. Through this technology, we are able to impact so many different industries, and I'm really looking forward to using this technology to solve some huge problems.